Okay, hello. Happy Wednesday. It's been a long week for me. As you can tell from the title, the caption of this YouTube video, obviously I'm not here to really continue making more, you know, um, videos, at least explaining things to the depth that I used to, right? Maybe trade setups. I mean, I generally do love doing that for the sake of my own education, for the sake of just my own trading, my own journaling system. I think making trade recaps videos is great. However, I do need to and have also been advised to kind of slow down things that I've been posting online, right? So this is proof of what I've been fucking saying everywhere, that things do catch up to you one way or the other. And then when your loved one is now, in trouble, they're gonna use you, in other words, me, to kind of just fuck everything up. So I'd be very mindful. And for those who notice my YouTube channel, my YouTube, TikTok, and even my Discord, I'm just not feeling it anymore. I'm not even wanting to pick up my laptop, my phone. Kind of just slumped, and also just things have just been living hell at work. But anyways, I trade. I know how to trade even when I'm in a depressed mindset. I still know how to fucking trade. I don't blow accounts when I know how to do this shit, right? Now, flipping a small account because of leverage and all that, now that's always going to take some, getting used to, of course, but I know how to trade. Talking about today's trade setup and just for the future of trading, the future of this YouTube account, I still have a Discord. That's probably the only place where I'll be talking the most amount of truth or the most amount of things. And, just being transparent always feels like a fresh breath of air, of course. I know that's what I would have wanted when I was in your stage, or wherever the majority of people watching this lies in their trading career. I've been there. I was a newbie. I was a beginner. I've been there. I worked myself to a point where one trade is all it takes a whole fucking year now, dude. Just think about that, right? So, it's kind of just heartbreaking knowing that I can't ever, at least for the next few weeks and potentially months, maybe even a year, I just can't talk about my profits. I could probably talk about my losses, and that's always going to be something. Actually, I think that's going to be an interesting way to spin this YouTube. Talking about, hey, I made profit. Today I definitely did make profit. I'm on a 17-day win streak. I feel like that's the most amount of transparency I can lead here. I did take 3 setups at market, not exactly at the opening, but three setups afterwards. One was a buy here, and I took 2 sells when she came here. Actually, these 2 sells that came up to the top, I took a sell when it had tapped in, when she had rejected. She was dumping. I was up in a little bit profit, but she came immediately back up. I was in slight drawdown, but nonetheless, she had actually just wicked on top. And I just got in another sell. So I took 2 sells and a buy. The buy first, 2 sells later. FOMC. I did take 3 sells over here as well. Actually, I took, where was it? It was 3. Yeah, it was these 3 sells, but the third sell had me a lot of fucking trouble because if you can tell, I was almost holding it for 20, 30, I don't think it was 30 minutes, but something like 20 minutes, because I remember I had to postpone one of my meetings just because I was still in this trade. As you can see, we had a massive fucking flush, but I think that was a little after lunch break, or maybe that was before. No, that was lunch break. Just kind of sucks because when I was in it, I thought she was gonna dump again, and she was kind of holding it. So at one point I was massive drawdown, took it as a means of like joking in my Discord. Everybody was like, I know day trader 103 RZ took it, this and that, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, that's a great setup. It's too clean to sit it out. And the moment I got in, my third sell, my third trade, she actually got in pretty late. At one point I was in drawdown for 39 points, and it just feel like I just really seemed like at one point I was just so close to closing out because, for the sake of holding on to my profits in the morning, and I'm not willing to take a big hit even if I'm up massively. It's just stupid, right? Don't risk your profits for the sake of just being right. It's stupid. It's trading dumb. So yeah, sure, had I held it, oh my god, I could have. Again, this is the part that hurts. I can't talk about it, but for those who want to learn, I don't know, I just kind of heartbroken right now. If a lot of people looking at how many subscribers here, I love and look at each and every single subscriber, each and every single like that I can see, always monitoring how many people are following. Now, it might seem like I'm one of those attention freaks, something like that, but it's just, I love to see how many people genuinely listen to me versus how many people just completely ignore me and don't take my advice serious. So if you're in my Discord, I'll for sure continue to help whoever I can, but now more than ever, you gotta tag me, because I'm really just mentally just zoned out, and I'm occupied. I'm occupied, and this is, with 2 weeks left in my work contract, I might completely just want to just think of just going offline and taking a huge break, maybe a few months worth of a break from work. And if that's what I want to do with trading, or just keep it completely offline and off the grid, one thing people don't understand is that I still make my money one way or the other, because I've done trading for so long where it's basically the blood of my organs. Right, blood to my organs. I can't do anything but just trade. I literally find just back testing, and like my car right now, I parked to my apartment and I'm just resting at the rooftop in my car with my wheel in front of my chest with my seat back all the way. I just grab my laptop because sometimes it's just so relaxing and peace of mind. Just looking at the charts like this, talking and just thinking to myself, it's so peaceful. It's really the only type of peace that I have in my life. And when you can make peace, just look at the charts. I don't know how to say it or why, and if it even makes sense, but that's when you will see profitability, because at that point you can calmly trade. And that's art. That's art. I don't know how else to say it, but to sit here, look at everything, to look at all the levels, to understand what's exactly happening. And people don't understand support and resistance is one hell of a thing, bro. One hell of a thing. So, let's see how many trades I took. I'm counting right now. I took 6 trades today. Let's count it. So 3 here, 1 here, 7 trades. Yeah. Okay. So I took 7 trades. 3, 2, 3. So 7 trades. I went 7 out of 7 today. I love NAS. I'm getting a lot of kind words with, for those people that know what's been happening in Discord. I posted a message. Hey, thank you. With all that being said, I genuinely hope that my content has helped, every user that's obviously spent time watching it. I like to think that if you're here to watch my videos, you're here to learn. So, and I'm not the best or perfect, but I'm one of the closest thing that gets damn close to it. So, this is my 3rd YouTube, my 3rd attempt at running a Discord. Just sucks to not have the support and people, but honestly, I still feel like there could have been a lot more love. But one way or the other, it's just every mentor that I've generally looked up to, whether that was options trading, penny stock trading. Actually, there was a number of those traders that I looked up to, and then now forex, and even same thing with futures. So there's just all these people. Once they hit 30s and 40s, 50s, sometimes even mid 20s or late 20s, and I'm the youngest as it gets. They do have a life changing situation, and it's just the reason that they just go offline. So it's not worth it. If you're showing bank statements, if you're legit online and you're not getting hurt, I just feel like that's people acknowledging you're just, I don't want to say it, but if it was legit, you would have somebody try to take an action one way or another. So happy trading. Today was weird because we had the First Lady speaking right at opening, and that's exactly why I didn't trade market opening. It's stuff like that I also advise. Not do I just advise it to my department because I'm the secondary assistant manager here, of level 2 investment equity floor. However, I also want to inform people that's close to me. So if you trust me, even if it's a little bit, to learn something, to learn some, even an ounce or an inch of education worth of trading information, trading content, then I hope you have benefited from me one way or the other. So, 10 minutes. That's all I wanted to say. Trade recaps, I still love them. I just don't have the heart to stop them. But this is just what I have to do, at least in the meantime. So, as always, peace, love, and cheers. Thank you.